I'm just waiting for them, and they're just waiting for you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kelly Kitchen. How is everyone? Hi, Atsuko. Hi, everyone. How are you? It's week 13, 14 on quarantine. I really never know what to say or what to do, so I'm going to do what I do best, and that is I'm just going to keep showing up and bringing joy and cooking and recipes to everyone. So thank you so much for joining me at the Kelly Kitchen, where we're going to have some food and some health and some fun. It is hotter than heck here now, so if I start sweating, then I might have to dab myself, but I've got the windows open and such. So we have got some fun things going tonight. Lots of orange stuff. We have got my keto butter chicken. Super easy. I usually make it in the Instant Pot, but I'm going to show you how to make it in the stovetop because not everybody has an Instant Pot. So you can do it both ways. You can even do it in the slow cooker, but we're going to do that in just stovetop. We're going to make my low-carb carrot cake muffins. We're going to make pizza snacks. And then just as a side, we're going to do a quick cauliflower on the stovetop. So we're going to get started because I think my cheese is already starting to melt. But this is one of my easy recipes, and it got just a ton of attention. This is just a baking sheet with parchment paper lined on it. Who came to see me? Hi, Flo and Michelle. Nice to see you. So I just have a regular baking sheet with parchment paper, not wax paper, parchment paper. And then I just have regular old sliced provolone cheese and however many fit on the pan. You don't want them too close because they do spread a tiny bit, but you can put as many as you possibly can fit on the baking sheet. This is, you can buy so many different brands. Hi, Audrey. I just got this at Smart & Final. It's kind of like Costco. It's just the store brand version. I buy it in bulk because we use it for roll-ups and stuff. So I've got my provolone on here. This is a really quick one. It only takes like 5 minutes. And then I have these cute little mini pepperoni. And hi, Rebecca. These mini pepperoni, they're kind of hard to find, but you can just use regular size pepperoni and cut it up or shred it or, cut it in little pieces. And you basically just put a little bit of pepperoni on each one of these guys. And we'll spread them out here in a second. So we're going to spread those out. And then I've got my oven going at 350 degrees. So we're going to put these into the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. We're just going to make sure that this is even here. 5 to 7 minutes. And then because I have the smallest oven known to mankind, I'm going to rotate them, and then I'll maybe do like another 5 minutes. That is it, right? Super easy. Hi, Marie. How are you? Okay. So these are going in my 350 degree oven. I'm going to put them for 5 minutes. We're going to get started on the carrot cake muffins because those take, let's say, about 25 minutes in the oven. So I want to get them in the oven as quickly as I possibly can so that you can see them when they come out of the oven. And I know the carrots are not technically keto. However, some people love carrots and, they're not ding-dongs, okay? They are carrots. So if you're trying for therapeutic ketosis, then probably should stay away from any sort of muffin recipe. The carrots in this recipe, it is 1.5 carrots, which is about 7 ounces, and it adds maybe less than 10 carbs to the entire recipe. This recipe makes 12 muffins, so it's less than 1 carb per muffin. So if you really like carrots and you want to make it fit into your lifestyle, into your low carb lifestyle, then I think it's what works for me. So we're going to get started here. I have lined a muffin tin with parchment paper muffin liners. You don't have to use parchment paper, but keto baking stuff tends to stick sometimes. So parchment paper actually works better. In my bowl here, I have almond flour, coconut flour, my low carb sweetener, and I like to use Lakanto monk fruit blend, which is monk fruit and erythritol. Hi, Sherry. Oh, and Rhea, hi, how are you? I've got cinnamon, I've got baking soda, baking powder, that helps it rise. And then the last sort of, oh, and I think I have some ginger in here too. The last sort of thing that is a little bit funky is unflavored whey protein powder. Because we're not using wheat and there's no wheat gluten, there's, you know, obviously you have almond flour in there and you've got protein from the almonds, but the protein powder gives a little bit of protein, so it helps with the texture and with the rise. This is the brand I use. I don't have any affiliation with them. It is unflavored, no sweetener, no stevia. It is whey-based. Actually, no, this is plant-based. So this is a pea protein, and it's pretty low carb. 1 scoop, which is what we use in this, 2 tablespoons, is 1 carb. So pretty low carb, and that's what I use. If you don't have this, don't worry about it. You can make it without it. It just adds to the texture. Hi, Gina and Lynette. God, everybody's coming to see me. Thanks so much. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a quick toss, all my dry ingredients, make sure I get all of the lumps out of there. And then we're going to add in the wet ingredients. That is it. I'm not sure that we're going to do the frosting for this. I'm not sure that we're going to have time, but I have some already made, so I will, but it, you know, won't cover the whole batch, but I have some made so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to do the carrots. We're going to do 2 eggs. We'll do 2/3 cup of oil. Olive oil I like to use. You can use avocado oil. Coconut oil is probably fine too. And then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice extract. Now, if you don't have this, this is usually something you find like in the holiday time, and so I just have some left over. But you can use just vanilla. Regular vanilla is fine. And I'm going to do a teaspoon of the vanilla. I'm sorry, teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice. That adds like a nice texture. And then here is my 2/3 cup of olive oil. So we'll get that mixed in. Now, if you go on the website to see the recipe and print it out, which I hope you do, it's thekellikitchen.com, Kelly with an IE. I want you to know that the pictures show very large muffins. And for those pictures, that batch was this batch, but I made it into 9 muffins. Took pictures of it, and then I realized that they didn't need to be that big, but I didn't want to retake the pictures. So we're making 12 muffins, and so they're a little bit smaller, and that's what all the calculations are on the website. Also, when you look up how many carbs these are, which I should know that off the top of my head, and I did not print that out, but let me just show you what I'm doing here. So you can see I've got a really nice batter going. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. Do you see my logo shirt? I got so many questions for my logo shirt. Oh, there's our pepperoni pizza things. Hold on. Hold that thought, you guys. I have to make sure that we're right on track here. They're starting to melt. I'm going to pop these back in here, and I'm going to turn them around. And we're going to go for another 5 minutes. People love those. They're good cold too. So anyways, okay. So, I wanted to tell you about my shirt. So I got so many questions asking about my shirt that I put them up on my website. So you can get tons of Kelly Kitchen swag. I've got t-shirts and aprons and sweatshirts and coffee mugs and some fun keto stuff too. So if you want a Kelly Kitchen t-shirt or sweatshirt or coffee mug, then you can find them there. So here's our batter. You see it's kind of a little bit of a thicker batter. And of course, I love using my muffin scooper. I'm sorry, my ice cream scooper. And I'm going to put 1 scoop. This is a smaller ice cream scooper. I'm going to start with 1 scoop into each, and I'm going to divide this between the 12 muffin cups, and then I just want to make sure I get enough in each one, and then I will add whatever extra I have into each muffin cup. These are great as a keto-friendly breakfast. I know a lot of people get sick of eggs, and so this is a great alternative. You can bake these and then cool them off and then let them and then freeze them, pull them out, let them thaw at room temperature. Have one of those for breakfast if you want. As you guys know, I'm not a big breakfast person, but sometimes, you know, I like to have a little something on the weekend or whatever. So I have all of my carrot batter. Let's see. And I've evenly distributed between all of the muffin cups. And the carrot in this is going to give it a really nice, oh shoot, I forgot to put the nuts in. Well, sorry, walnuts are optional anyways, so we will just sprinkle the top. Someone asked me, what kind of dough did you use for pizza bread? It's not pizza bread, it's cheese. So I'm going to pull it out and you'll see it in just a minute. So walnuts are optional in this recipe, and I forgot to mix them in, so we're just going to sprinkle the top. Like, why not? This is 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. They add a little bit of a crunch, and we're just going to separate those, divide it evenly among your muffins. Gives a little crunch, and walnuts are a pretty low carb nut, so I feel, you know, they're very keto friendly, and we're only using a little bit. But there, my friends, are our carrot muffins. So we're going to put these in the oven. Oh, my cheese is melting away, and we're going to leave that in there. Okay, so we're going to put the muffins in for we'll put them in for 25 minutes, and I'm going to set this alarm so that I don't screw up the pizza stuff. Let's get started on our butter chicken. Okay, so like I said, I started this recipe in the Instant Pot, but there was a few people that were like, I don't have an Instant Pot, I can't make that recipe, and I'm like, don't worry about it. We're going to do it stovetop. So I've got just a little bit of olive oil in here. We'll get this going nice and hot. It'd be nice if I had the burner all set up. Let's see. There we go. Get some heat on that baby. So this is a mixture of olive oil and butter, and you use the olive oil to get the onion sort of sizzling, and then you use the butter for some flavor and to cover it up. Yes, somebody just said fathead dough is awesome for pizza. Fathead dough is awesome for everything. I love it. Last week we made fathead sausage rolls, and Peter's asking for them. They were so good. I put them in the freezer, and then we had them for the whole, like for 2 or 3 meals. It was really, really great. So while this is heating up, I just want to show you all the stuff that we have. It kind of looks like a lot of stuff here, but this took me maybe like 4 minutes to pull together. Obviously, I have chicken. This is almost 2 pounds of chicken breast, and I, just dice that up. I have got tomato sauce. I've got tomato paste. I've got garlic, onion, and then I've got a bunch of little spices that I just put right in. I mixed them all together. I'll tell you a little bit about those in a second. And then because this is quarantine time, I could not find red curry paste. So we are going to do an improvisation, and we're going to add red chili paste, not red curry paste. And I just added more curry powder. So, that is our pizza things. Let me just make sure that those are not burnt. They're getting there. They need a little bit more time. I'm going to say 2 more minutes. I promise. When they're the only thing that's in the oven, they go super fast. But I have the little oven and we got to make it work. So my pot is nice and hot. I've got my olive oil nice and sizzly in there. And I just put a cup of chopped onion, and I kind of get it a small chop, because when we're all done with this, traditional, or the butter chicken that I've had is that you puree the sauce. You take the chicken out and then you puree the sauce, but we're not going to do that. We're going to cook it all together because we don't need to make it a big ordeal for a weeknight dinner. So I've got about a cup of onion going in there, and then I have 5 garlic cloves. Oh, my friend from New Zealand. Hi, Susan. How are you? So I've got 5 garlic cloves. I'm going to put those in there. Let those, oh God, it smells amazing. Fantastic. I'm going to put this cheese away because it's going to start melting in here, I'm sure. So what else? Oh, I wanted to tell you I've been practicing and playing a little bit with the new keto sweetener. The new keto sweetener is called Pure Cane, and last week we made raspberry cheesecake popsicles, and they were fantastic. I must show you. Raspberry cheesecake popsicles. How cool is that? Wait till you see the pictures. So good. So raspberry cheesecake popsicles. The recipe will be up soon. And there is mine. That's for my cheese slices again. My onions are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And my cheese slices are done. I'm going to put this here because I don't want to drop that. Get that going. So if you can see, I'm going to bring this closer so you can really see. The pepperoni pizza cheese slices, the pepperoni and the provolone tend to have a lot of moisture. So you want to take your paper towel and you want to blot any extra oils. And now we're going to let this cool over on the counter. And as soon as those are cooled off, I'm going to show you what they look like. It takes a couple minutes. Our onions and our garlic is nice and soft. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter. Get that in there. Oh, coated in butter. It's nice and velvety. It's really beautiful. We're going to add our diced chicken. This is 2 pounds. You can half the recipe if you buy chicken by just a single pound. But I'm telling you, this is so good as leftover. So I always make double. And so that's why, I mean, there's only 2 of us eating tonight. There's no way we're going to get through 2 pounds of chicken, but we'll have this for dinner tonight and dinner tomorrow night and then probably lunch the next day. So, if anybody feels like you're cooking all the time with keto, that's one way you can batch cook so that you're not always feeling like you're cooking all the time. Okay, so our chicken is going to do its happy little dance in our garlic and our onions. And we're going to cook it all the way, get all sides of the chicken done. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the spices that we have in here. We have, obviously, salt, paprika. We have something called Garam Masala. I'm just acting like you don't know what this is. I'm sure you do, but I am almost 50 years old. I will be 50 years old in about a month. And I did not, and I cook a lot. I did not try or know what this was until like a year ago. So Garam Masala is a mix of spices that is is coriander, cumin, cardamom, cinnamon, allspice, pepper. So it's just a mix, and it's widely known, and you can get this at any supermarket. So garam masala, paprika, and then because I didn't have curry sauce, or sorry, the red curry paste, they were out of it at the supermarket, and I knew that we were making this tonight. So I am doing an improvisation, and we are using chili paste. You see what that is? And then I added 2 teaspoons of curry to the mixture here. Smells so good. So I have got salt, paprika, garam masala, ginger, and curry going in there. So, and then this is what the chili powder looks like. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Oh, I'm Bayuna. Hi, Bayuna. How are you? Okay, so that's the chili paste. We're also going to add tomato paste, which adds a really deep richness to this. And then in the end, when this is all taken care of, or all mixed together, we're going to let it simmer. And when it's done simmering, we will add, you can add either heavy cream or coconut milk. And we are going to add coconut milk tonight. And this is what it looks like. Coconut milk. Yeah? Yummy. But you can add cream if you only have cream. That's fine too. So all of my chicken is starting to get nice and brown on all sides, or actually not brown, but cooked on all sides. And really the real cooking of this is going to happen when we put everything in here, and then we'll put the lid on top and we will let it simmer for like 10 minutes. And that's going to really cook the chicken. Okay, I'm hotter than heck right now. I need to take a little sip of this. Hi, Juliet. How are you? And as soon as we get this all taken care of, then we're going to work on our cauliflower. Who's saying hi to me there? Oh, hi, Lynette. All of my recipes, or most of my recipes, I mean, I try to get a lot of my recipes up on my website, which is called The Kelly Kitchen, thekellikitchen.com, thekellikitchen.com. And it's Kelly with an IE, and it's all my social media. And you can Google me or Google that, and it will pop up. A lot of the recipes are on there. And if they're not on there, send me an email. And if I have it written but not on the website, I may even send it to you. I do that all the time. Just want you to know that I read every email that I get, and I'm just going to put all my seasoning in there, and I'm going to put my tomato paste. Oh gosh, this smells so delicious. Put my tomato paste and my chili paste and my tomato sauce. I'm going to add a little bit of water, about a half a can, and you can do water or broth, whatever works for you. And we're going to stir all of those flavors together and get it nice and mixed. And as soon as we get that nice and mixed together and get all of that tomato paste sort of mixed in there, because the tomato paste is really rich, and it gives a nice richness of a depth of flavor, I should say. So I wish I could pick this up and show you, but I'm sure that I would drop it. So not going to do that. We're not putting the coconut milk in yet. We're going to let this simmer for about 7 or so, maybe 7 to 10 minutes. We will turn that down because it's already starting to boil. I may even move it over. Someone said to me today that our burners are like, everyone has a favorite, and no one ever really talks about that. And I thought that all of my burners are my favorite. They're kind of like my children. They all are favorite to me for certain reasons. But this is the one I use the most. The right front is the one I use the most. But I'm going to move our pot over to the other side so I can get our cauliflower going. I was going to do cauliflower rice, but I always do cauliflower rice. And so I figured we just do stovetop sort of semi-roasted steamed cauliflower. So I'm just gonna get the pan going. We'll put a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm not gonna add onion, but I am gonna add garlic. And let's see, where is it? I'm not gonna add garlic because I don't have any. I'm out of it. I used it all for that. So it is what it is. It's, you know, my supermarket has been really good about keeping the shelves stocked, and I don't have to wait in line when I go there anymore, but they don't always have everything that I need. So it is what it is, and it's totally fine. I didn't get any garlic, but we're gonna add garlic powder, and then that's how you get your flavor. Okay, so our olive oil is starting to heat up in here, and I'm gonna add, I just took a head of cauliflower, which you all know that I hate cutting cauliflower, but I did it for you guys. And I'm just gonna add this to the pan. If you can hear it, it's sizzling a little bit. We'll get that, all of the pieces in here. And after we start cooking the cauliflower and it gets a little bit toasted or a little bit brown on the edges, I mean, if we can, the pan really isn't big enough to lay it all flat. But as soon as that browns a little bit, you can hear it sizzling a little bit, we'll turn it over. We'll season it. I'm going to season it right now. We're going to add about a teaspoon of salt and a couple cracks of pepper. This doesn't have to be fancy, you guys. This is, you know, weeknight dinner. You know, I'm not trying to be the Iron Chef here. I'm just trying to show you guys easy, low carb friendly and keto friendly ways to feed your family. And even if you think you don't like cauliflower, make it the way that I make it with cauliflower rice or this, and you will fall in love with it. I can't eat it any other way. So now I've got garlic powder because I am a degenerate and I didn't get garlic at the supermarket. And we have got a nice sizzle going here. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. Oh, check it out. Oh, I got to show you this. So this is what I'm going for. See how I have a nice char? Oh, what is this? I'm keen on to make the muffins. The chicken dish is top of the... Yeah, well, we have plenty of time at home now, so it's time to put that kitchen to good use and learn a few things. So here's the thing. After I get this browned a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of butter towards the end. But what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of water to the bottom of this, and then I cover it, and then we've got the crisp, the sort of charred on the outside of the cauliflower. Keep it moving so it doesn't burn. And then we're going to add a little bit of water, and we'll cover the top. Someone just said that their husband said that cauliflower tastes like dirt. Not mine. Tell him he can go jump off a bridge. We love cauliflower. But, you know, when I was little, I used to say that beets and spinach tasted like dirt. So maybe, and I love them now, so maybe he just needs to get used to them. Okay. I'm just going to put, this is probably, this is my hack. I don't want to get another cup out, but I just have about, you hear that? I've got a nice steam sizzle going. I'm going to turn that down to low. There's our cauliflower. Our chicken is simmering nicely. Our carrot muffins are in the oven. We've only been live for like 20 minutes, you guys, and we're almost done. Let me show you what our pizza slices look like. Now, in real life, normally I would put these on the top rack and I would broil them for like 30 seconds to a minute so I could get the edges nice and crisp. But again, I have the smallest oven. known to mankind, and it's a sturdy little sucker, but it doesn't really fit a whole lot. So here are our, pepperoni pizza snacks. When you broil them a little bit, they get a little bit crispy, but when you don't, they're just sort of chewy. They're great. Room temperature. If you have extra, put them right in the fridge, save them for later, and I might not eat the butter chicken because I'm having this. So good. Okay, I gotta turn the heat up on that. I gotta get the steam going. Let's check this, and then we'll check our carrot muffins. How rude of me! I'm chewing on camera. My goodness. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna turn that down because I don't want to burn the chicken, but it smells so amazing. Where is my? I lost my spoon. Where did it go? Oh well. I'll get another one. Okay, so let's check out the butter chicken. Oh, see, you don't even need to puree the sauce because the onion just breaks down and gets nice and smooth. And then we'll add the coconut milk towards the end, and that'll cut some of the heat in it. I hope the chili paste isn't too hot. Let's take a look. So good. Okay, so we'll take that, get that out of the way. Let me check our carrot muffins are almost done. What else can we talk about? The Pure Cane is having a recipe contest. So if you have any ideas of low carb things that you would like to make, let me know, because I'm looking for ideas for a new low carb dessert recipe using Pure Cane. And so far, so good. You saw the raspberry cheesecake popsicles. They were to die for. Oh, there's Denise. Hi, Denise. So those were great, but I'm always looking for new recipes for this new sugar. Again, it's kind of expensive, but we're hoping if we can get it more out on the market and see more people using it, that they can offer it more widely and then bring the price down. So that would be incredibly helpful. I was interviewed for 2 podcasts last week. One is called the BSB Tribe, and it's sort of a takeoff on Bring Your Sexy Back. Although it's not really about being sexy, it's about getting your groove back. So when that goes live, Lesha interviewed me last week, and that was really wonderful. I am taking clients now. I have an accountability coaching program. If you need somebody to keep you on track, it is a non-therapeutic, keto-friendly, low-carb program. It is all email and text-based, and it is one-on-one. But if you'd like to know more about that, you can send me an email or go to my website, and you can see it there. Ooh, somebody just said post-workout protein balls for the Pure Cane. So that's kind of a fun one. I actually need to get sort of into that a little bit, I think. And we'll have to see. So Susan asked, what's the difference between Pure Cane and regular sugar? Because Pure Cane is made from real sugar. And from what I know and what I've read, is that Pure Cane comes from real sugar, sugar cane or beet sugar, and they ferment it differently. So there is no insulin spike, and there is no blood sugar surge. It has 0 glycemic index. It doesn't have the cooling effect that erythritol has. And we're trying to see if it bakes and cooks the same way as real sugar, because we all know that erythritol is a little bit different. The raspberry cheesecake popsicle recipe, I promise it will be up sometime this week. Another easy recipe, and you can make it with strawberries if you wanted, or with blueberries or mixed berries, but I happen to do it with raspberries because that's what I had. I'm going to check on our carrot muffins because I think they are about done. And then I think our butter chicken is going to be done, and then we'll be all set. Okay, so let me get, 1 minute left. Oh, those look fantastic. I don't want to burn myself. Where's my other? There it is. Did you guys see my pepperoni pizza things? Oh, there's my, I lost that. My cauliflower is getting nice and steamed now. And my carrot muffins. Right? So good. Okay, so those I'm going to give them maybe like another 2 to 3 minutes. But I wanted to show you, because we were out of time now, but I wanted to show you, I made extra cream cheese frosting. But I had a little bit, and I didn't want to throw it away. But my cream cheese frosting is, it's very similar to my buttercream frosting. My buttercream frosting does have cream cheese in it, but I guess the ratios are different. So the buttercream frosting has just a little bit of cream cheese in it and lots of butter. And the cream cheese frosting has a lot of cream cheese in it and just a little bit of butter. So it has a really nice consistency. And I can't frost the cupcakes right now because the frosting will just melt right over. But this frosting has been in my fridge for, I don't know, about 3 to 5 days. And it's a great consistency and so good. It's delish. So we'll put that away into the refrigerator. I also wanted to show you guys, everyone is gaga for lemon bars. And guess what? I hacked the recipe. And coming to you soon, we will have keto lemon bars. So let me show you. This is another miracle of keto. I was able to take our lemon curd that we made a couple weeks ago, and I was able to add a few things, and there's my keto lemon bar. So good. Okay, I'm not going to even need to eat dinner because don't tell Peter. Shh. So who wants to see keto lemon bars? They are a family favorite, and that recipe is coming down the pike very soon. Right? So good. Okay, guys, I think our cauliflower is done. Oh, so beautiful. Where's my, God, I'm losing everything tonight. Just going to check the consistency. Needs a little bit more time. I like it to be fork tender. You know? Okay. We're going to check on our butter chicken. And it's time to add the coconut cream. It's coconut milk. And the chicken is nice and tender. Again, you can add just regular cream. But we're going to add a half a cup of coconut cream. And that's going to take away a little bit of the bite. Who came to see me? Hi, Michelle. Oh, yes. We're going to get those lemon bars up very soon. There is our butter chicken. But I mean, there's so much going on here, you guys. The carrot muffins are done. So I'm going to pull those out. The butter chicken is done, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a second. Let me turn the heat off on that. And voila! There are our low-carb carrot cake muffins. And if they weren't so hot, I would take one out and take a bite so I can show you how delicious they are. But I think I've already eaten enough dessert, right? Don't tell Peter. Let's see if we can pull one of these out for you. Okay, so this is why I love using parchment paper liners. Because when you use regular paper liners with keto-friendly stuff, the liner sticks. It sticks to the almond flour and it sticks to the psyllium husk. But when you use a parchment paper liner, look at it. Just comes right off. Now, it's too hot for me to pick up. But let's see if I can show you. Ah, it's too hot for me to pick up. I'm just going to leave it on here. There is our carrot cake muffin. Yay, low carb. I think these are maybe 3 grams net carb per muffin. This would be a great little, breakfast. Have your black coffee, have a carrot muffin. This is one of the smaller ones in the group. So if you want something a little bit bigger, then you can use one of those. Let's see what a little bit of this cauliflower looks like. So hot. Oh, perfect. Okay, I want the cauliflower to be tender, but I don't want it to be mushy. So I've got my cauliflower, and I'm not going to do too much of this because we're going to have dinner in a little bit. But then I'm going to just do a little bit of my butter chicken right on top with a little bit of the extra sauce. So good. Okay, this is probably going to burn the crap out of my mouth, but chicken is perfectly cooked. I mean, did you see that? I sauteed it for like 5 to 7 minutes, and then I just simmered it in the sauce for like 10 minutes. And then it was really easy weeknight dinner. If people in your house are not keto, then they can eat it with naan and they can eat it with rice. That's totally fine. But we can eat it with roasted cauliflower or, with, I don't know, something else. Perfect. Ooh, hot. Perfect balance of spice. Not too spicy. Has a nice creamy, velvety texture. It is a winner. So thank you so much for joining me on the Kelly Kitchen, where we have food, health, and fun. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. You can see any of my recipes, or hopefully a lot of my recipes, on all my social media or the website, thekellikitchen.com. Share it, like it, subscribe it, do whatever. Just get the word out that living low carb and keto doesn't have to be restrictive, and it can be really fun, and you can get great meals on your dinner table every day of the week. Hang in there throughout this really crazy time. I'm going to keep cooking, and I hope you do too, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye guys. Bye.